We're pulling about 104, 101 watts right now from the panel, 7.6 to 7.8 amps, and we're charging 100 amp hour LiFePO4. Now, obviously this isn't the greatest time to be doing this because it is currently 4:08 in the afternoon on October 2nd, and the sun's at quite the angle there, as you can tell. But this is the first chance I've had to get out here and do this because it's been raining for 2 weeks. I really like these panels. I'll show you the back of them here. So you've got both of your panels. The panel connects to this panel, and you've got your out. You've got a solar charge controller here, which I am not using at the moment. My battery can handle that, but we'll go ahead and switch over to that here in a second. I'll show you that too. So now I have the controller going here. Let me fiddle around with it a bit. I got the sun in my eyes, so I need my hand, and then we'll be right back. So if we take a look here, it's kind of hard to see. It's outputting to this Power Queen battery, just with the gator clips that come with it. And it's putting out at 13.5 volts, 13.5 volts. Actually, I think that's what it's reading off the battery. And it shows that it's charging the battery. Yeah, you can see here on these lights. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's showing that it's, you know, almost charged, 3/4 charged, whatever. This battery should be at like 95%. It's pulling 5.3 amps right now. It's done half an amp hour since I connected it. Both of these batteries that I have out actually have their own chargers. For whatever reason, it won't charge this battery, and I think it's because of the controller in here. It just gives me an error when I try it. I'll show you that real quick. Give me 1 second. Yeah, see, so it gives me this error when I connect it to this battery, and I think it's because of the controller in that. This battery is just weird anyway. If it goes into sleep mode, then you have to actually draw power before you can get it to do anything. It won't even connect in its own app unless you draw power. So I bet if I went and drew power from it and then came back, it would probably work. But I switched it back over, and you can see it's charging. Now, since these do have their own charge controllers, you can also bypass this. You're just using these connectors that go to this. This is coming out from the panels, so I could disconnect these and connect to the battery. We'll go ahead and do that to that one and see if I can get it to wake up. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see this here, but I did bypass the battery. I'll just put this on screen. So yeah, I put that on screen, and we're drawing, let's see, about 70 watts right now. I know this is a 200 watt panel, but it is 10:56 a.m. in almost the end of October. It's like October 21st, I think. So the sun is not at the best angle, so obviously we're going to suffer a little. I'm going to fiddle around with the panels a little, see if I can get a slightly better angle. I had it over 100 the other day, but that's when the sun was up over there. So let me fiddle around and see if we can get it working. But do keep that in mind. If you're using their controller and you have another controller in the battery, it's probably not going to work. One battery works fine, the other, I don't know. It just doesn't want to play nice with their charge controller. So keep that in mind, but it's easy to bypass. You just don't plug those solar connectors into the charge controller. I really like this panel. I wish I would have picked it up in the summer, and then I could have showed you closer to the 200 watts it's supposed to get. But with the sun at the angle it is and the time of day, and it's getting, what did I say? Right now it's doing about 67 to 70. It's bouncing around a little. Yeah, pretty good for the time of year. So let's see if we can squeeze a little more out. I angled it a bit, and you can see here on screen it's getting 80.8. Again, that's not the panel's fault. That's the angle of the sun. It's just that time of year. That's the nature of solar. I could probably fiddle with it more. Might get a little bit better. But that tree is going to get in the way of the sun here in about a half hour. And then it'll be another few hours until it gets there. So I'm just not going to get a good angle today. I would totally get this panel again. Actually, I might get some more. They're really nice. You get the nice little case that it goes in. It came with that cable. It came with these gator clips here. that connect to that. It has a couple other things in the pockets. I did not realize that when I first got it out. Sorry, I got an itch. When I first got it out, I was like, oh, they don't give you any cables. Like 4 days later, I was like, wait, there's pockets on the side. Let me put my cables in there. And then there's tons of cables in the pockets. So make sure you check the pockets. Yeah, I'll have links to this in the description so you can comment like normal. I wanted to get this video out earlier, but we had the hurricane remnants up here and then we didn't have power for 16 hours. And then it rained for like a week and a half. And then we were worrying about another hurricane possibly coming up this way. And my semester started and everything. So I could have probably squeezed another 40 watts out at some point, but I just haven't had the time. If you've used one of these and have gotten it closer to 200, let me know how close you've got. I fully expected it'll get there. And these are really light. They are kind of big, but they have the nice case. You're not going to have the issues you have with the panels that fold, because while these fold, they're two individual panels that then connect together on the back with like proper cables instead of being wired in the fold. I like that. I have some from another brand that are like the heavy glass and they fold in 3 places, and I just worry about the durability of those. This, I'm not concerned at all. And they have those built-in stands. The other ones I have do not have a stand. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of the sun. Despite being 48 degrees outside, I'm sweating, if you can't tell. It's I think it's like 80% humidity out today, and I'm a little too fat for that. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by.